In the vast expanse of the Coral Sea, on the 7th of May 1942, two formidable naval forces converged, setting the stage for a new kind of warfare. Here, amidst the turquoise waters northeast of Australia, the American fleet centered around the aircraft carriers USS Lexington and USS Yorktown, prepared to confront the advancing Imperial Japanese Navy's striking force. On the animated map, we see their positions. Task Force 17 was on a mission to halt the Japanese invasion of Port Moresby, a strategic move that would ignite the world's first carrier versus carrier battle. The USS Lexington, affectionately known as Lady Lex, a veteran carrier from a bygone era, stood as a sentinel, unaware that these would be her final days. The air was thick with tension, a silent prelude to the storm of steel and fire that was about to be unleashed. The first ominous sign appeared just after 11 a.m. From the Japanese carriers Shokaku and Zuikaku, a wave of Aichi D-3A, Val dive bombers, and Nakajima B-5N Kate torpedo bombers took to the skies, their flight path a deadly arc across the map towards the American fleet. The Lexington's radar picked them up, and the sky soon filled with the roar of engines and the black puffs of anti-aircraft fire. Sailors, stripped to the waist, manned their 5-inch guns and 1.1-inch Chicago pianos, throwing a wall of lead into the air. But the Japanese pilots were skilled and determined. They pushed their aircraft through the barrage, their bombs screaming down towards the carrier's deck. One bomb struck near the portside forward gun gallery, while another, a 1,000-pound projectile, slammed into the ship's massive funnel, causing significant, though not yet fatal, damage. The initial assault had drawn blood. Moments later, the second, more lethal phase of the attack began. The map shows the Kate torpedo bombers splitting into a pincer formation, descending to wave-top height to commence their deadly runs. From below the surface, we see the long lance torpedoes, trails of bubbles marking their inexorable path toward the Lexington's vulnerable hull. Despite the ship's desperate evasive maneuvers, turning hard to port, its sheer size made it a difficult target to miss. Two torpedoes found their mark on the port side. The impacts were devastating, creating massive underwater explosions that ruptured fuel tanks and jammed the ship's elevators. The carrier shuddered violently from the concussions, the shock waves tearing through its steel skeleton and sending columns of water high into the air. Lady Lex was grievously wounded. Initially, the damage seemed manageable. The crew, exhibiting remarkable discipline, corrected the initial list and extinguished the visible fires. The map shows the Lexington even recovering aircraft, seemingly defiant in the face of her injuries. But deep within her hull, a hidden danger was brewing. Leaking aviation fuel vapors had spread through the ship's compartments. Around 12:47 p.m., a spark from an unattended generator ignited the fumes, triggering a catastrophic series of internal explosions. The ship was rocked by blast after blast, each one more powerful than the last. The fires became uncontrollable, and the order was given to abandon ship. The map shows the crippled carrier falling out of formation, a burning wreck. Men slid down ropes into the warm, oil-slicked water, As the great ship listed heavily, its fate sealed. As dusk fell, the USS Lexington, engulfed in flames from bow to stern, finally succumbed to her wounds, rolling over and sinking beneath the waves of the Coral Sea, leaving behind a legacy of bravery in the first great naval crash of the Pacific War.